Imagine a world where humanity didn't just survive the apocalypse, it evolved into something entirely new, shedding its old weaknesses for powers that defy the laws of physics. You are part of the NEOGENESIS, a generation born in the ashes of the old world who view the pre-collapse era as a dark age of ignorance. But when you discover that your abilities are not a gift of nature, but the result of a hidden experiment designed to create the ultimate weapon, you realize that freedom isn't just about surviving the wasteland, it's about breaking the chains of your own DNA. Welcome to NEOGENESIS, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in T.S. Falk's sci-fi adventure saga. If you love genetic evolution tropes, post-apocalyptic mystery, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist master their own biology through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of biological horror with the profound weight of self-discovery. The narrative kicks off with our protagonists awakening to their true potential, thrusting them into a race against time to understand their powers before the creators come to reclaim their property. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of ozone and mutated flora, the hum of latent energy, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are nothing more than a lab rat. Falk excels at capturing the psychological toll of living in a malleable reality, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of one's humanity to the experiment. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular, evolved hero trope and the brilliant metagaming dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up, it's about understanding the hidden patterns of the system, exploiting glitches in reality, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who think they know your every move. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of NEOGENESIS lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. NEOGENESIS is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. T.S. Falk has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.